Good afternoon everyone and welcome back to Kranjska Gora. We are here live on day number 2 of the World Para-Alpine Skiing Championships here in sunny Slovenia. Day number 2 here is seeing the women take on the giant slalom. We have sitting, standing and VI gold medals to give away in this session. But first let's take a look back to day number 1. A wonderful day, 3 new world champions. Let's take a look at the action. Feel to defend your first of 3 titles and must give you so much confidence heading into the next 2.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you see the 2 guys going away in front of you, you see them going away fast. I'm like, okay, I gotta beat this now, you know. It's such a big relief for me. Like, I'm still the best, and I'm really happy, you know. After a sore Paralympic Games giant slalom mistake on me, now I'm back.
Our gold medalist, Arthur Bochet, second time in a row at the World Championships. How do you feel?
Just magic. Well, after my out in the GS of the Paralympic game, I was for the World Paralympic Skiing Championship. You will be better, and I tried to be better today, and it worked. So yeah, just amazing.
Well, I did mention it was a fantastic day yesterday, and it certainly didn't disappoint. And it was lovely to speak to the medalists actually and just get their instant reaction, the raw emotion. Even for people who have retained World Championships was really something to see, particularly from Jeroen Kampschreur and Arthur Bochet. Just check the reactions of them. So excited, and they've already done it before. It means everything to these athletes, and we're going to crown 3 new world champions this afternoon as well in the women's giant slalom. Some fantastic runs already this morning, and we can't wait to watch them go this afternoon as well. Don't forget, by the way, to get in touch with us on social media. The hashtag is Para-Alpine, the Twitter handle, the Instagram handle, the Facebook details at Para-Alpine. There you can find more content, more exclusive interviews and everything Para-Alpine you could possibly want and need. Before we head into run 2 though, let's take a look at the action from this morning and run number 1. What a morning it was. Those battles that we predicted all lived up to the billing. Some fantastic performances in the women's giant slalom. Marie Bochet in particular looking sensational on the Slovenian slopes. Can she claim another World Championship medal this afternoon? Well, we'll find out in a few moments' time. The German battle was all in vain in the end as Muraoka from Japan took the lead in the women's sitting. And in the VI, can anyone stop Henrietta Farkasova? These are all questions that are about to be answered. We have 3 new world champions to crown, and Alan March is the man to guide you through run number 2.
Good afternoon indeed. Welcome back, as Stephen said, to the sunny slopes of Kranjska Gora. It is day 2 of the World Para-Alpine Skiing Championships. I'm Alan March. Thank you very much for being with us wherever you are in the world. We'll, of course, bring you all of the action throughout the day. If you want to get in touch with us, as Stephen said a moment ago, hashtag Kranjska Gora 2019 is also available, as well as hashtag Para-Alpine. Para-Alpine is the place to be on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Kranjska Gora is the place to be if you want to win a World Para-Alpine Skiing Championship gold medal. Warmed up by just a degree as the day has gone on. I can tell you that's very true. I've been outside a few times since this morning's session. It doesn't feel much different to how it did at 8 o'clock this morning when some of us arrived. 6 degrees or -6 degrees, the snow temperature. It's icy according to the athletes, and especially according to those that didn't make it through the first run. 3/3 of the way up the mountain you see there is where the trickery started to happen for some of the athletes, especially the standing and the sit skiers. The Podkolen 3 course, 842 metres in length. It's enough to challenge the very best, and the very best is what we have here in Kranjska Gora. We'll start with the women's vision-impaired athletes. Anna Peskova will go first. Kelly Gallagher, Menna Fitzpatrick, Melissa Perrine and Henrietta Farkasova, 3 Paralympic champions. And there's no coincidence that all 3 of the Paralympic champions of the sitting, standing and VI all lead the way after the first run. Farkasova in the VI, Bochet in the standing, and Muraoka in the sitting. So the Paralympic champions are on course to do the double in each category that we have here. We are on course right now. Anna Peskova competed in Pyeongchang, not in the slalom events. Had 11th place finish in the Super G. Was her only finish of 3. Peskova being led down by the instructions in her Bluetooth headset by the guide. We saw a question on the YouTube question board yesterday asking why there were 2 skiers on the course. Well, visually impaired skiers are guided. The guide is denoted by the letter G on the bib, and they communicate through a Bluetooth headset in both helmets. Sometimes the skier talks back to the guide. Sometimes they just follow the instruction and hope to get to the bottom as quickly as possible with that guidance. The time factored based on your impairment. This is something that spans across all 3 of the classifications. So the clock at the bottom right of your screen doesn't run to a standard clock. Little slide from Peskova as we reach the line under 3 minutes. So Anna Peskova is greeted by the cowbells and the cheering. Kelly Gallagher next up. 19-year-old, led down by Gary Smith from Northern Ireland. Already well inside the lead time, as expected.
You've got it. Keep going. Put that work in. Delay.
Gary Smith shouting, "You've got it. You've got this." Chance of a World Championship medal for Kelly here. The next challenge for all of these VI skiers is the youngsters coming through. Monica Eigner, just 15 from Austria, looks very good in the World Cup circuit, but here, this is about Kelly Gallagher getting herself across the line, and she's done that. 30-odd seconds inside Peskova as to be expected, and now the challenge is on for the rest, because Gallagher has completed 2 runs. She has got a time on the board, and she is delighted with it. Time for Men and Jen then. Menna Fitzpatrick, Jennifer Keogh. These two are proving to be a very good unit. Paralympic success in the slalom. Well, gold at least. They had a few silvers to take home from Pyeongchang as well. 2:25.76 to displace Kelly Gallagher, the first Brit to win a Paralympic gold. Patrick did it 4 years later. Orn just got a little off balance. She is just inside, and it's all down to this bottom section. Just 0.03 between Gallagher and Fitzpatrick at the second intermediate. She wants 2:25.76. Oh, that's mightily tight. 1/10 of a second puts Fitzpatrick inside the medal positions. The Fitzpatrick parents are looking on from the side. Now a chance for Melissa Perrine to etch herself into World Championship history and pick up a medal. Bobby Kelly, her new guide for the season. Self-proclaimed legend, she said to me a little bit earlier on. She could be a World Championship medalist at the first time of asking, should she complete this. The 24-year-old and the 30-year-old Perrine. They seem to have a really good friendship, not only on the course, which is where they need it most, but off it as well. Lots of smiles, lots of humour. At the moment, Kelly and Perrine going nicely. They're inside Menna Fitzpatrick's time. That's what they need to start with. Guarantee second place if they cross the line this far ahead. Have they put enough pressure on for gold? They are in top spot, 2.89. Any mistake from Farkasova, and that's your champion. Now the wait starts. Henrietta Farkasova only deals in perfection. It's like mirror images watching Farkasova and her guide Natalia Subatova. The one slip they had during those Paralympic Games allowed Fitzpatrick to take the title. A slip here might offer the opportunity for Australia's Melissa Perrine. But a little like Marie Boucher in the standing, Farkasova doesn't miss out on many medals. This would be the 12th World Championship gold medal, and Farkasova is across the line, 8 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. And Henrietta Farkasova is dominant once again. It's a super performance. No issues whatsoever. And it's Farkasova that takes the title. Perrine takes silver. Menna Fitzpatrick settles for bronze. They are the World Championship medalists as it stands. Ellie Gallagher missing out on a medal here by just 1/10 of a second. Fitzpatrick and Perrine did what they could, but all in vain when Henrietta Farkasova is in form. That is all she needs. 2:14.58 is the official time that takes gold for Slovakia. Tiny little wobble there, but Farkasova more than comfortable during that second run, and first run of course as well. Slovakian making her way down under the expert guidance. And these two, as I said during commentary, it's like looking in a mirror. They absolutely match each other.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Would you like to speak English?
And it's another gold for the Slovakian pairing.
I'll translate, if that's okay.
That's okay.
I'll translate a question and then I'll translate her.
Ready?
Thank you very much, Alan. Here with our first gold medalists of the day, guys. A huge congratulations. You've been world champion before, you've been Paralympic champion before. What does this medal mean to you?
Že gratuluje, už sme boli teda s majsterkami sveta, už aj paralympijskými šampiónkami. A čo znamená táto medaila pre nás? Veľmi sa tešíme tak ako z tých predchádzajúcich. Proste každý den pretek nový a nová výzva. A veľmi sa tešíme, že môžeme oslavovať znova zlatú medailu. Yeah, we're very happy, excited actually about it. Each race for us is something new. It's something we very much look forward to, and it's pretty much a new challenge. So for us, I mean, being able to repeat it and win gold, it's a brand new excitement, but feels great.
And it never gets old being world champions, right?
Exactly, že nikdy sa to nezunuje. Exactly.
Guys, huge congratulations. Best luck for the rest of the week. Alan, it's back to you.
Into the women's standing event we go then. This is Wang Qingyun, one of two Chinese athletes that have come here to Slovakia. A big slide from Wang there. Both of them looking to gain experience with the intention of getting to the 2022 games. Wang Qingyun, just 20 years old. Tentatively making her journey down a World Championship slope for the first time. No history in World Champs or Paralympic Champs for Wang Qingyun. But she will at the end of this run, should she make it to the bottom at least, and that has proved difficult for a few of the standing athletes this morning. Around about here on the course we had some near misses, but not so much this time from Wang Qingyun, and she gets across the line. Bosnia and Herzegovina's Ilma Kazazic up now. 10 of the 12 female starting athletes in this standing class made it through. 2 DNFs. Kazazic inside the time of Wang so far. All of the women's standing athletes will be very aware that Marie Bochet shows no sign of slowing down in this dominance of the women's standing class. But Kazazic, steady so far, big slide and almost the brakes going on fully. She does have a good lead over Wang's time as she starts to make her way into the finish line, the standard tuck position, finishing 4.92 seconds ahead. And now on to the second of the two Chinese athletes, Guo Xiaqin. And just the use of the single ski pole in the right hand for Guo. Already well inside Kazazic's time. Went 1:20.59 this morning. And still maintains a good advantage. Oh, steady. And there it is. So Guo Xiaxin, 2:40.93. Karate of Switzerland, just 22. Physiotherapist when she's not competing. She's been doing that since about 2010, but this is her first trip to the World Championships for Elena Krate. She's inside the time that she needs to step to the heights of the leaderboard. It's always the first aim, to make sure you go to the top of the pile at the end of your run, because you've got every chance then. As people crash out, you see how hard that left leg of Krater's was working there over a very bumpy section. Into this final drop down then. She's inside the leading time. Plenty of encouragement being offered at the bottom of the course. 6:86 ahead, 2:34.07 for Krate. This is Petra Smatova from Slovakia. Inspired maybe by the Krakasova success. Getting real tight to the gates. A few course repairs already needed after this one, and already 4.5 seconds quicker than Elena Krate. The 28-year-old. 2 fifth place finishes and a 6th during Pyeongchang. Smatsova's time, 2:28.52. She goes to the leader box. How long will she stay there? Mel Pemble. First of the 2 remaining Canadians. Frédéric Turgeon will be watching on, but bitterly disappointed not to be in the mix for a World Championship medal. Now Pemble will want a World Championship medal. There's 4 above her when she starts. But she's down on Smatsova, who has come up with a good run. And so far, Pemble has lost time. Just 18. Pushing, moving through the gates. Trying to carve out some extra speed, but at the moment it's behind the time of Smartova. This is quick down the bottom end though. She may well have made up a little as she gets to the line. Oh, not enough. 0.7 out. Slovakian stays at the top. Ami Hondo. With Muraoka at the top of the sitting category. Japan would have a very good day if they could pick up a standing medal as well. Ami Hondo finished the first run in 4th position. That's the place to be should there be a DNF above you. But she needs to get past Smartova. 2:06.52. Smartova, she is inside. Half a second to the good for Ami Hondo. Oh, just a little out of balance there. And everything and anything can slow you down. 2:28.52. Hondo. No, it's outside. Lost time at the bottom end. And now all of a sudden Smartova waits for the final 3. Great chance for a Canadian medal. Alana Ramsey, the oldest of the 3 Canadians, racing here in this giant slalom. Well inside Ami Hondo, but it's the bottom section where Smartova's done the damage. Can this 24-year-old from Calgary find herself a World Championship medal yet again? A silver and 3 bronze in Tarvisio. She looks like starting this year's World Championships the same way. 5.32 the difference. There's the smile. It's a medal. What colour? Andrea Rothfuss. Might have thought she'd be battling it out with Anna Maria Rida in this event. Not anymore. DNF for her compatriot in the first run means that Andrea Rothfuss has a chance to take the silver, as she did behind Boucher in Pyeongchang. Or can she find something that's big enough to get gold? Oh, mistake! Oh, it's a big one as well. Well, there's movement straight away, which would suggest she's okay. It looked more awkward maybe than it is. She's straight up here. Oh, and that's huge for Petra Smartova and Alana Ramsey. Let's take a look here as she bends into this right-hander. Just starting to turn into the left. Oh, just a stumble forward. And that is just how it can go. Very much nothing. You see the Canadian coach was expecting to watch her go past. I'm not sure whether she's done any damage or not. She doesn't seem to be in pain, but she can't understand it. She raises the arms to one side. and hoping to raise her arms in success will be this lady in a moment. The two at the bottom, or three at the bottom. In a non-sinister way, we'll be hoping that Bochet struggles. It's not something that Marie Bochet does. 24-year-old from Chambéry, already well up at the first intermediate. This would be gold number 15 at World Championships. She is flying again. Into the final few gates then. You can't find enough superlatives for the brilliant Bochet. 13.78 seconds quicker, and that is World Championship gold, number 15. Sensational. Well, the flying French lady has done it again. 2 silvers in Tarvisio, 1 silver in Pyeongchang. The only other colour she does is gold. The only time she hasn't medalled at a World Championships was back in 2011 when she DNF'd in the Super Combined. She's gold again. Alana Ramsey comes into second. Petra Smartsova adds another medal for Slovakia here on day 2. Ami Hondo will be gutted. Started ahead of Smartsova. If she'd have finished ahead this time, like she did in the first run, Hondo would have had the bronze. But it's Smartsova behind Ramsey, behind Bochet. Andrea Rothfuss hopefully is okay, crashing out with the chance for a medal. Let's go and hear from the winner.
Thank you very much, Alan. Joined now by Marie Bochet. Marie, a huge congratulations. Another gold medal for your collection. It never gets boring, does it? It never gets easier either.
It's never easy. It's always a new battle, a new race, and every time I think I don't work enough and I'm not too ready to fight with the girls, because every time I think she progresses more than me, and every time it's very difficult. I promise it's a big battle with me, with myself, and I'm very happy today to.
And how did you find the course out here today in Kranjska Gora?
It's crazy, very amazing. The condition is very perfect. The rock very, very good on the slope, and we have very good condition to make very good ski, and I enjoy it because it's not always, I promise, and we make some training in hard condition, and it's very nice to have a condition like today for racing.
Well, we can't wait to watch you over the next couple of days. Congratulations. Our world champion, Marie Bochet.
To see the ski.
Women's sitting event coming up next. And good to hear from Marie Bochet, Anna Beninati, Barbara van Bergen, Annalena Foster, Anna Schaffelhuber, but the very quick Mamoka Muraoka, Anna Beninati. Just 5 from the 10 who started. And Beninati, I was about to say, has a chance. But she has done what I was about to say might be the problem for the rest. But Beninati doesn't get very far down the course at all before going out. Oh, upsetting for Beninati. Got through the first run without an issue. She is just slipping, just overcooking the right-hander. And out she goes. So now then, when you've already won bronze medals at the summer Paralympic Games. Next on the bucket list, I suppose, comes a winter one, just to kind of level things up a bit. Well, this lady is somebody that can do that. 40-year-old from Rotterdam. A Paralympic bronze twice in wheelchair basketball, a World Championship bronze in wheelchair basketball, and a European Championship silver medal in wheelchair basketball. Swapping wheels for skis is Barbara van Bergen. Can she add a Winter World Championship medal to her very impressive collection? From team sport to individual as well, all very much different elements. Still, the desire to win is the biggest of them all. And sliding her way through, a little wide through there. But she gets the set the first time on this second run now. That out from Benenate means that Barbara van Bergen, if she gets to the bottom, will have the time to beat. Mentioned earlier, a lot of big name retirees at the end of Pyeongchang. Stephanie Victor, Claudia Lurch. So we're waiting for new stars, new names perhaps in the sport, whilst we missed those that were here before. The door is always open for fresh talent, new talent. That's a huge side slide from Barbara van Bergen, just clinging onto the course, because then you're clinging onto the hope that the three to come make a mistake. So Barbara van Bergen leads to 46-64. Annalena Forster currently in third position. Lost one of two so far in the women's sitting. We lost 5 of 10 in the first run. 23-year-old chasing down the time that Forster, Schaffelhuber and Muraoka now have to get past, and she's well inside Barbara van Bergen, but she has to stay on the course. She has to get across the line. She has to do it quick. Muraoka from Van Impelen and Loos during the game, so different World Championship medalists to Pyeongchang, and across the line we come. A good 11 seconds clear, 2:34.91 for Annalena Forster. The second of our German athletes then, Anna Schaffelhuber. Long hair flowing out of the back of the helmet. Schaffelhuber, 25 years of age. He's inside the time of Annalena Forster. Gold medalist in the downhill, gold medalist in the Super G in Pyeongchang, and the reigning slalom, super combined and downhill champion. Can she put giant slalom on that list this time? No mistakes from here, and she's well inside the previous leading time. Over to you, Muraoka. 2:23.14. It's good. How good? Muraoka, 21-year-old from Saitama in Japan. Sports science student. Skis for the Waseda University team. is inside Schaffelhuber's time. The current Paralympic champion looking to add the world title as well. An event she was third in Tarvisio is in an event where she dominates the world as she did in Korea. Stretching the lead, 1.57 now. No mistakes. A clean run here without losing too much momentum will give Muraoka a world title that she holds at Paralympic level, and it's gold for Japan. Momoka Muraoka raises the outrigger in delight, 2:21.43. World title, Paralympic title. She is a lady that could come away from these World Championships with a whole host of medals. It's Muraoka, 2:21.43. From Schaffelhuber, 2:23.14. From Annalena Forster, 2:34.91. Tight between the top two, bit of a gap between the rest. Got a feel for Anna Beninati, a DNF on your World Championship debut after a pretty decent first run. So that does indeed conclude the action on the slopes. We'll hopefully bring you a chat with our women's sitting champion in just a matter of moments' time. The spectators here on the slopes are getting themselves ready to depart. Another full day of action coming up tomorrow. There is the lady that has won. Here is the action from Muraoka. So Muraoka takes the title. Great performance. Matching the skill and speed she showed us in Pyeongchang. The other side of the world here in Slovenia. It is gold again, this time at the World Championships. So the medals are handed out during a ceremony in the town square. We've all got to go over there, which means you guys watching, wherever you've been watching in the world, have got to go as well. Thank you very much for tuning in to the action on day 2 of the World Para-Alpine Skiing Championships. Don't forget, if you want extra content, then get yourself on the social media channels at Para-Alpine on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And don't forget to follow the action for the rest of these championships. We'll return tomorrow at 9:50 local time. But for now, on day 2, goodbye.